Why do you follow Islam? Is a simple question I've asked.
So number one, Islam is not the religion of illiterate. In Quran chapter 3, verse 190 and verse 191, Allah says in the Quran, in the heaven and earth are signs for men of understanding. Men who can slave, they are lying, they are standing and contemplating over the creation of the heaven and earth with the thought that our Lord, it is not for nothing that you have created this, glory be unto you. So Islam says, know me before you worship me. So it is encouraging you that you have to possess knowledge before you believe. So Islam is not the religion of illiterate. So my question, my turn.
Okay, let's do something.
Ask him a question. You ask him a question.
My turn.
Let's do something.
Okay.
So you have a question for me.
Yeah.
You have a topic for me. I have a topic. Now, clearly you've run away from the question I've asked, and therefore we need to come up with a better way of working.
Okay.
So what we can do is maybe have 10 minutes
Okay.
where we discuss, have 10 minutes where we discuss one area where on my question, my topic, 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then we can turn the table, 10 minutes on the topic you suggest. Is that fair enough?
Okay, it's fair enough.
Sure.
But if you are going to start the discussion, don't end your discussion and run away.
Yes.
Tell him to promise.
Or you allow me to start the conversation. Do you allow me to start?
I am a Christian.
Do you allow me to start?
I am a Christian.
Will you allow me to start the conversation, the
I've asked
question?
multiple times. I'm responding right now.
Okay.
If you stay here, don't panic. I'm responding already. Listen. I
He's
am a
panicking
Christian.
then. If you are saying I am panicking,
I'm
then you are
answering.
panicking.
I'm answering right now. You asked me a question.
Okay.
I'm answering.
Okay.
The question that the gentleman asked is after he deals with my topic, will I not run away? Now clearly I don't know where the gentleman is from. I don't know how long he has been at Speaker's Corner.
I am in Nigeria and it doesn't matter.
If you please
Continue.
stay. I'm still speaking.
So you have given me your word. You are not going to run.
I'm still
You are not going to
speaking.
run.
Please listen.
No, you are not going
Please
to run.
listen.
No, you don't need to beat time. You are not going to run.
So he asked
You are
me
not going to
something.
run.
He
Let us
would not
start.
Let me finish.
Let us start. If you are not going to run,
Why you don't give an answer?
if you are not going to run, let us
Asked me
start.
something, and he would not wait for the answer. If you know anything about Speaker's Corner, my dear friend, there is only one group of people at Speaker's Corner who are constantly on the run. The technical term for that is the Dawa Dash. The Muslim Dawa Mafia ringleaders are constantly on the run.
Did you want to engage or you want to insult?
The Christians on the
Did you
other
want to
hand,
engage or you want to insult?
Christians on the other hand, stay our ground.
Do you want to engage or you want to rant?
Which is what we should have concentrated on.
Everybody, I have agreed 10 minutes
All
each.
right.
I agree 10 minutes each.
10 minutes each.
10 minutes
20
each.
minutes. Who can keep time for us? Would you be willing to do 20 minutes, sir? Someone else, you, sir.
5 minutes.
You 20 minutes.
5 minutes.
But you should be here for 10 minutes.
5 minutes.
10 minutes. 10 minutes. Don't worry,
Please
10
show me
minutes.
the time. Show us the time. Most of the time. Please set an alarm for 10 minutes and show us the time. So we are always able to see the time.
Okay. You can come. Okay.
You ready?
No, let it.
But you should always show the time. Always we should be able to. Love it. Sure.
So, what's the topic?
Please start.
When you start talking.
Sure.
What's the topic?
My
First,
question-
What's the topic? You
The
said
question I've asked earlier, which you have waffled away from, so I'm going to clarify.
no. Okay. You have a specific question. So
Yes.
you want to start now?
When I had the
You
specific.
want to start now?
Yes.
Okay. Let's start.
When you're ready. Action.
Yeah.
When you start talking.
Sure.
Oh, that's good.
Islam.
Don't run away. Why you?
Are you starting? Sorry.
I haven't started. I want
Sure.
you to start talking.
Okay. Lovely. 1 second.
That's fair. See, 1 minute.
Islam
Yeah.
is a religion of the illiterates. How do I know this? In Surah 62, Ayat 2, it clearly says that both Muhammad, the messenger of Islam, was an illiterate who was also sent to the illiterate people. But most crucially, we find a defining aspect of Islam in this ayat 62, ayat 2. It says, it is he who has sent among the unlettered, i.e. illiterate, a messenger for themselves, from themselves, reciting to them his verses and so on. So we see it is an unlettered man, illiterate man, speaking to an illiterate people, and because of the illiteracy, the Quran is recited. Now all of us know that Muslims boast across the world that the main form of communication of the Quran across the world throughout time was recitation. Why was the Quran recited? Because it is from the illiterates to the illiterate, and therefore none of them could read, none of them could read what is written. They only hear and parrot and make others hear and parrot. So clearly, if recitation is a fundamental aspect of Quran, this is a religion of the illiterates. So the question to you, sir, is why do you follow a religion of the illiterates?
So, from the presentation of my colleagues, it shows clearly that he lacks the knowledge of Islam. Everybody, I want to tell you something here. The very first word that Allah revealed to the Prophet is Iqra. What does it mean? Read. Meaning that Quran is grounded upon knowledge. Yes. Without knowledge, you cannot be a Muslim. Allah says in many places of the Quran, those people who know, they cannot be compared with the people that do not know. And that is the reason why in one of the hadith of the Prophet it says, know me before you worship me. Because if you do not know me, how will you be able to worship me? He talked about the Prophet ﷺ being an unlettered prophet. Yes, he was an unlettered prophet, but he was taught knowledge by the one who is high in heaven. You can see how an unlettered prophet, an illiterate person, became the master in terms of knowledge. And because of the knowledge he brought to the world, there have been a kind of a lot of revolution in terms of knowledge, science, and a lot of things like that. So for him to say that Muslims are illiterate because the prophet was an unlettered prophet, it is a big fallacy on his part.
Sure, thank you. Now I told you, this guy is thoroughly confused already. He is arguing with me, whereas he should be arguing with the Quran. Stay focused. The point that I'm trying to make is based on the claim that the Quran is recited. That's a primary mode of communication of the Quran. Do you agree that you would claim the primary mode of communication of the Quran is recitation? Do you agree with
Yeah,
this?
Quran was recitation and writing.
You see, you heard this, not writing, recitation.
Now, let me give you evidence of the writing.
Excuse me, one second.
Let me give you evidence of writing if you don't know.
One second. Why was the Quran recited? We get the answer in Surah 62, Ayat 2. So let me repeat that. What do we get here? It is the Islamic Allah, Surah 62, Ayat 2, who has sent among the illiterates a messenger from themselves, i.e. who himself was an illiterate. And because it was an illiterate fellow speaking to the illiterates, all that he could do was recite. Why? Because he can't go to the Muslims and say, read. It wouldn't work because they are unlettered illiterates. They can't read. They can't verify historical facts. They can't compare the Quranic claims against the Bible. They can't even compare the Bible against historical facts. And that is why he stands here and he makes up history right now. I don't know what planet he comes from. He says the Muslims have advanced education and knowledge, apparently. Now maybe he is still sleeping and I need to wake him up right now. Please wake up, sir. And now, please be wide awake. There is no science, no education from Islam. Okay. The only thing people have been doing for centuries is looking at the moon like a crazy man Now please stay focused.
Okay.
If you agree,
Let me just
if you
respond.
agree that recitation was the primary mode of the communication of the Quran, unlettered, do you disagree with Surah 62 ayat 2? So illiterate man to illiterate people and therefore reciting. Do you disagree with this?
So I'm going to recite Quran chapter 62 verse 2 to everybody. But I want you to note something. When you are talking to somebody intelligent, an intelligent person don't attack the personality of the opponent. You focus on the discussion, not attacking people. When you begin to attack people, it means you have nothing to offer. This is all that he has been doing. Now I will read Quran chapter 62 verse 2. Everybody listen. The Quran, it says, it is he who has sent among you unlettered messenger from themselves. Listen, reciting to them his verses and purifying them and teaching them the book and wisdom, although they were before this in clear error. You can see that the Quran is saying it was reciting to them, it was purifying them, he was teaching them. How he doesn't know that it is teaching them. See, he is just picking and choosing. And the other thing is that he wants to confuse people because he doesn't have argument. He wants to turn to me and start poisoning the well. So please stay focused and don't attack personality of the person who is engaging you.
You see, I told you, my dear friends, what would knowledgeable people not do? Attack the persons, the personalities. And that is exactly why I don't attack, I deal with facts. What I did was purely to read and bring out facts from the Quran. And as I read facts from the Quran, what would knowledgeable people do? They won't cry foul. When stuff is read from their own book, instead of crying out false victimhood, they will deal with the facts if you are knowledgeable. But because you are not knowledgeable, you will cry victimhood at any rate, at any point in time. My dear friend, please pay attention. I am not telling you stuff. I am not dealing with personalities. I am telling you what is here. What does this say? Illiterate. Okay, let me read the entire surah while you're trying to act proud. Let me read the entire ayat to you. Surah 62, ayat 2. What does it say? It is he being the Islamic Allah, who sent among the unlettered, meaning the illiterates, a messenger for themselves. Messenger from themselves. So to the illiterates, when you choose a messenger from among yourself, who do you get? If you have a bag of apples and take one of them, what do you get? Do you get an orange? Do you get a banana? No, you get an apple. And therefore, from among illiterates, if you choose one, who do you get? Illiterate. So an illiterate man speaking to an illiterate bunch of people, and that is why the Quran was recited. Note carefully, so far he has not dealt with all the 3 points I made so far. Illiterate man speaking to the illiterates, and therefore he had to recite. There was no knowledge to be communicated and taught. It was only parrots reciting. Now the illiterate people, he says, grew in knowledge. They can't even verify facts because they are illiterate. So help me understand. Why an illiterate man's illiterate religion?
I will use the next 1 minute because his time has gone. I will use the next 1 minute to react to it. If you read, if you read verse 2 very well, Allah is saying he chose an illiterate prophet. He gave him recitation to purify them and teach them. And he said after teaching them, they became learned. When somebody was in error and you are brought out from darkness to light, is the effect of the revelation given to him. Thank you very much. Yeah, my time.
You see?
My time. Now my time. Now my time. Now my time. So
Can you start talking?
So my own time is this. I want to know from you. Did they worship the same God as Abraham, Moses, Isaac, and all previous prophets in the Old Testament? Do they worship the same God?
Okay. One second, just one second.
Okay, I will start.
Maybe just to understand, just one second. Hopefully, once. No, he has got no one. I am not an illiterate who follows an illiterate religion, and therefore he has got no one. But just so he understands, in the 10 minutes, he's going to ask one question, which we will. That's the agreement.
No.
Are you kidding me? What was the agreement that I could ask?
You said we choose a topic. And we discuss 10 minutes.
What is the topic?
The topic is that my topic I want to discuss with you is that Christians worship devil. They worship pagans. They do not worship the same God that Jesus worshipped. That's what I want to discuss.
I haven't started.
Well, because he.
Let's engage. Let us engage.
Please start again. So
Okay.
So, is it okay for him to start now?
you can start
And you
again.
answer his question. Don't tell you
He is going to set the stage for one topic.
Yeah,
and
one
he will
topic.
dwell on that one topic.
Yes. One topic. So my topic is that Christians don't worship the God of the previous prophets. What they worship is devil. Now, my question is this. Do you agree with me that Jesus, Abraham, Isaac, Moses, all the prophets in the Old Testament, they worship the same God?
All right. So he is like a clueless man, an illiterate man, following an illiterate religion, does not understand how topics are set at Speaker's Corner. He says, please, are you his moderator? I am speaking right now. If you want to help him, please come and stand here. What did he say? He said one topic, and now he is saying, he is saying Christians worship the devil. That's what he's saying. Now clearly I disagree with that. He hasn't made a case.
I ask a question. Answer the question. Did Jesus worship the same God as Abraham, Noah, Moses, David, all the prophets in the Old Testament? Is it the same God that Jesus worshipped? That's the question.
Jesus is the God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Moses, and everyone else.
So should I say take no for your answer?
Finish.
Simple. Should I take no for the answer?
Excuse me, sir. He doesn't understand the idea of asking one question.
Don't run
and
away.
going into details. When he spoke, I listened carefully.
Go ahead.
And then I asked further questions from his response. Now he doesn't understand. He thinks this is a rapid fire of 100 questions that he could ask. What did he propose as a thesis? His proposal was whether Jesus worshipped the same God as that of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I disagree. I am saying he is the God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and all the prophets of the Tanakh. He is the God. If he thinks he is not God but worships some other God, he needs to provide details first before presenting a challenge, unless he wants to look like he's illiterate prophet with an illiterate religion called Islam. Show some literacy and bring out some details, sir.
Everybody, you can say that I said that when people don't have words to offer, they resort to attack. We are not here to attack. I have not even uttered a single attack against his personality. Instead of addressing my question, he has been attacking because without lies, he cannot defend his faith. The simple question I ask is this: whether Jesus worshipped the same God. Should I say your answer is no? Should I take no as the answer?
Your question is ridiculous.
The question I asked, should I take no for you?
Clearly, Please listen carefully, my dear friend.
It's a simple question. Did Jesus worship the God of Abraham, Isaac? Yes or no?
Is he an older brother?
Can you talk to me? Talk to me. Talk to
Can you
me.
hear me properly? He can hear you properly. Sure. Now,
Very disingenuous.
I'm here, sir.
Is it no? Did you say
did I
no? Did you say no to the answer? Simple question.
Excuse me.
Yes or no?
Excuse me, sir. Sure.
Let's talk. Yes or no?
What did I do?
Yes or no? Did Jesus worship the same God like them? Yes or no? Simple
Does he
question.
know how to listen to an answer?
Do you have something to cover? Are you covering some things? Are you covering up something?
Excuse me, sir. We have
Are
10
you
minutes
covering up
to
something?
focus on a topic. You seem to be panicking.
Are you covering up something? Are you covering up something?
What did I do?
Yes or no?
What did I do?
Yes or no? Did Jesus worship the same God as those prophets? Yes or no?
What did I do?
You ran away from the question.
What did I do?
You ran away from
When
the
I had the
question.
opportunity to present a challenge,
You ran away from the question because I want to expose the God you worship, that the God you worship is a false God. You worship the devil, and I want to demonstrate to you why you worship the devil. Can you just answer the simple question? Yes or no? Did Jesus worship same God as all the previous
time is
prophets?
running out. If I
I
could
don't mind.
advise,
I don't mind.
I know you clearly don't,
don't mind.
But if I could offer an advice,
Don't
as a
advise.
veteran,
Engage with me.
I'm
Answer
speaking to you
my
right now.
question.
I'm speaking to you
Don't
right now.
advise me. Answer my question.
Maybe.
Answer my
What
question.
did I do in the 10 minutes I had? I laid a challenge based on specific facts.
Answer my
From this
question. You
I
can see
laid a challenge
where is stuck. I gave
by
him answer.
reading out
Only
facts
one answer. Only one question.
Quran.
He said
What did
flat.
I say?
Just one
I
question.
said Islam was a religion of the illiterates, advanced by an illiterate man.
It's changing
and we
my topic.
understand this
It's
through
changing my topic.
the
I
recitation.
asked a question, it's
We
running
did
away.
not disagree
Thank
on
you
the
very much.
facts.
You are not a smart
The
person to talk
question
to.
I'd
You are not
asked
smart
was
at all.
based on facts.
Cut it off. Cut it off. Cut it off. So everybody, you can say what just happened right now is we agreed on discussing topic. He said he's going to bring a topic which will be discussed for 10 minutes on Islam. We have done that. And when it was my turn, we knew that he couldn't handle the truth. Everybody knew he had been challenging Muslim around, and initially he refused to talk to me. When people now forced him to come and talk to me, and we agreed that he's going to talk for 10 minutes, I will talk for 10 minutes. When it was my turn, I only asked him just one question. One question, he refused to answer the question. It resulted in personal attack, calling me names. They don't have anything to offer except lies. They like carrying out propaganda against Islam. Truth has come, falsehood has perished, and falsehood is bound to perish. I have been asking everybody around the speaker's corner this particular question. None of them have been able to answer. They are so ashamed that they cannot tell us what their God is. So in conclusion, I believe the God that the Christians are worshipping is false. And everything that is false has the source from the fire. Everything that has the source from the fire is the invention of the devil. So we have all seen how dishonest this guy is. Thank you very much.